Okay, so now that all the makeup's out of the way, here comes the part of the video I'm kind of dreading because there's just so much to talk about. And that is the skincare stuff I bought from my last anniversary haul. So I'm not that prepared when it comes to this part of the video, so I'll just be saying whatever comes out at the top of my mind. And maybe I'll just start with the stuff I haven't really used in a while. Okay, maybe a better idea would be for me to just talk about the products I use in the steps of my skincare routine. So first, I guess I'll just talk about stuff I use on my body. So this is the Clavu Green Pearlization Tea Tree Care Body Spray. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but oh god, it's pretty much down here already. So I use this quite a bit. Actually, no, I haven't touched this thing in months because I got too lazy with the spray after a shower. And then it's only been recently that I've been using this again, and I already got it to like this level. So I bought this because people say that they use this spray for like their acne. And yeah, even though I've used this spray a lot, I just haven't really seen the results. And I just haven't used this in a while because when it comes to spraying, like when you do it like this upside down, the nozzle does get kind of clogged, so it takes a while for it to work again. That's just one thing I didn't expect when it comes to like those back sprays. Overall, the spray didn't really do much for my acne. I mean, it's not that bad. Like I just get the occasional pimples here and there, but for prevention, I'm not sure if this is actually doing anything for my back. But I do like that it is hydrating, I guess, because that is kind of like one of the more neglected spots of my body when it comes to like body care. So will I repurchase this body spray? Probably not. Next is the cream I use for my hands most of the time, but it also could be a cream for your face, but it is kind of heavier, so I decide to use this for my hands. And that is the really popular Ilyun Ceramide Ato Concentrate Cream. So I bought this because it was on sale for like $1 as like a travel size promotion. And as you can see, it's like almost used up. And I just like using this as like a hand cream before I go to sleep. I was so impressed by it that I got myself like a full-size version. And I'm gonna be using this for my face, especially when it comes to like repairing my skin barrier or when I feel really dry. I was hoping that when I start using retinoids in my skincare routine that this Ilyun cream would be a lifesaver. Even though my skin type is combination, I don't find this too heavy on my face at all. Overall, I would definitely recommend this one for people who are looking for deeper hydration. Oh my god, we're only at the beginning of the skincare reviews and I'm really starting to lose my voice, so I'm sorry about that, guys. Next up in my routine is the face cleansing. So here I have this travel size of the Etude Sunjung 5.5 foam cleanser, and I really like this one because it's definitely really simple. That's why this is a really popular product for people with sensitive skin. This is pretty much a facial cleanser that anyone can use. I pretty much bought this cleansing foam because I really wanted to try this one from Etude because I heard it was really popular for being really simple, and also it was a travel size deal at the time, so I brought this many times to trips I've gone to. So I brought this to Seattle, I brought this to Hawaii, I brought this to Portland, and surprisingly it still hasn't been used up. I'm surprised by that. So I can't really see it, but I feel like it's down here with the how much product is left, so I would definitely buy a full size. But right now the Sunjung Long seems to be going through like a renewal phase right now, and I just prefer other cleansing foams in my routine. Overall, I would definitely recommend this foam cleanser from Etude, especially if you have sensitive skin or you're looking for a really simple foam cleanser. Next in my routine, we got sheet masks. So this isn't necessarily the product I use after cleaning my face, but I'll just go over the sheet masks I bought from those two hauls. So this one was a freebie from the really huge one, I think, and that is the Huxley Secret of Sahara Mask Oil and Extract. And I haven't used this after one use because let me just open it up. So this is how the sheet mask looks like inside, and you're supposed to like crack open this top part, and then it'll seep through the mask and you just let it absorb for a while. So this is pretty much like the oil. I forgot what kind of oil though. Oh, prickly pear seed oil. And then this sheet mask is full of cactus extract. So I use this sheet mask at night, and I definitely have to say this is probably not meant for my skin type because I don't know, like the oil, it was just too heavy for me, and I felt like it just stayed on my face forever, and it took like a really long time for it to actually sink into my skin. So if I were to use this Huxley sheet mask again, I would probably just use it without the oil and just like as a regular sheet mask. So would I repurchase or recommend this? Probably no, because I just saw on the Stylekorean website that they don't even carry Huxley products anymore. Like, correct me if you want to, but I just did a search right now and it's like 0 results for Huxley. And I think this is one of like the really more pricey sheet masks out there in the market for K-beauty. So this is really not affordable to use. And I just don't like the oil aspect of this sheet mask, so this is definitely not for me. And the next sheet masks I have are the Honey Luminous Royal Populous Mask from JM Solution. And I remember I bought this in a time deal, so normally this would go for like, I don't know, 20 bucks. Let me just check. Okay, so on Stylekorean, its original market price is $22, but right now it's half off for $11, so it's still pretty affordable, especially when you consider that these are 10 pieces inside. So I use this sheet mask quite a bit throughout the year since I first bought this because there's only 2 left, and I would just say that this is one of like the heavier sheet masks that the serum essence that it comes with is pretty thick, so it definitely will stay on your face for quite a while. But I just like using this after a shower when I'm feeling really dry, or like I have a lot of irritated acne, because it is propolis, which is meant to be really good for like healing your wounds and also soothing your skin. So would I repurchase this sheet mask? Probably not, even though it is pretty affordable on Stylekorean right now. I just don't really like how sticky and viscous this serum is. It's probably like this for the rest of the sheet masks from this brand, so I'll just pass. But if I'm feeling lazy, this sheet mask is really good if you want to really simplify your routine. Next, I'll be talking about the tones and serums I bought in that anniversary haul last year, and the first toner is this. Actually, it's the only toner I bought. So this is the Round Lab Dokdo toner, and as you can see, it's still in this box. It has not been touched. It's still sealed, as you can see. I remember I bought this Round Lab Dokdo toner last year because I wanted to try out a really popular product in K-beauty, and also I really wanted to try out a simple toner in my routine. And as for the reason why I haven't touched this since last year, well, I don't know. I just feel like I bought a lot more interesting toners over the past year, like the Access Y one, and then the Rovectin one, and then the Numbuzin one. I guess I can say as personal preference, I just geared towards the toners that have more soothing properties or more oil control properties. And I feel like because this toner's formula is so simple, I feel like that I've been using this as kind of like an emergency product just in case like one day my skin gets really out of control and those toners are too much for my face. So I feel like this would be really good for days where like, I don't know, like I don't know, something bad really happens to my face, and this would be like a lifesaver. So I guess you can say this is a product for emergency uses only, and what good timing, because like I said, I'm gonna start using retinoids soon. So, you know, just in case my face after retinoids cannot handle the toners in my collection, then I'll definitely go for this one. The next product I have is this I'm Sorry for My Skin Relaxing Ampoule Pads, and they're meant for calming relief. And yeah, this is a pretty decent product. Like, I definitely haven't had any problems with it. It's just that I haven't used it in a long time, just because not too long after I would buy Sue Beauty's so good calming pads, and I would lean more towards those pads than this one, just because those pads were a lot bigger but they were also thinner as well. But like I said, I have had no problems with this one at all. Like, if I didn't buy those So Good ones, then I would probably be using this one up a lot more. In fact, I just used these toner pads before filming this video, and I just loved how cooling and soothing they felt. Opening this now, I feel like it's been 20% used up, so there's definitely still like a lot left. And this comes in like 50 pads, so that's not too bad. Even though I've had this open for a year, there's still a lot of like excess liquid left, and none of the pads have dried out. So would I repurchase and recommend these ampoule pads? Yeah, I guess I would, but I just checked Stylekorean and they don't have this listed anymore, so I guess they don't have this in stock. Overall, this is a really good toner ampoule pad for what they're supposed to be. Alright, so next we got a serum that I've been using a lot for the past year, and that is the really popular Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella ampoule. So as you can see, this is the 100 milliliter one. I remember in my first video about the Stylekorean haul, I bought the 55 milliliter one just because I wanted to try out, and that one I used up in pretty much 1 month because I used it once in the morning and once in the night. So 2 times a day was enough for a whole month's usage. And I was just really impressed by this Ampole's lightweight texture. It's especially really good for the mornings because it's really lightweight, like I just said. But besides its watery texture, this is also really good for on the surface redness I would have that day. So this is a serum that's really good for calming down the redness. Like sometimes I would have like really tiny surface pimples that have like a really huge red circle around it. So I found that after applying this serum on those pimples, like the redness would go away. I mean, the bump would still be there, but like the huge inflamed redness would be pretty much gone. I'll see if I can dig up pictures of a before and after. But yeah, this Ampule from Skin 1004 is my go-to ampoule when it comes to like soothing the inflamed acne I have. It's definitely not gonna get rid of acne overnight, especially if you're gonna have like big, deeper zits. But for like those really small, tiny surface ones, this is really good for that. So for the question if I would repurchase or recommend to people, I would definitely say yes, because this is my second time using this in a bigger size. Although I really enjoyed my experience with this Ampule from Skin 1004, I felt like it's finally time for me to try something else because like I've been using this almost every day for a year, and like I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I don't like using the same skincare for too long in my routine. I know that doesn't sound so good when I say it like that, but I don't know, I just like trying out new things. That's why skincare is so fun for me, because there's just so much stuff out there. So as you can see, this one is pretty much almost done. I would say this is like 15% left, and this is really easy to use up, especially if you use it daily. But the next serum that's gonna have similar properties to this one that I'm gonna replace is the Manual R Vegan Heart Leaf 98 Cica Serum, and according to its description, it is pretty much like almost the same thing as this Skin 1004 Ampule. So I just want to see how the manual one compares to this one. And I'm really looking forward to trying out the manual one just because I've heard really good reviews about it. So although I decided to phase out this Ampule from my routine soon, I would still definitely recommend it, especially if you have like acne prone skin like I do. Something random I did buy just because of the gimmick last year was this, the TM Blackhead Ouchie, and I just bought it because it was on a really good time deal at the time, and I was interested in seeing if what this would actually do for like the big pores on my nose. And according to its description, it's supposed to be a sheet pack that gently softens and dissolves blackheads and sebum to remove them from the pores without damaging your skin. Oh, yeah, no, I remember I just used this only 2 or 3 times, and I didn't really see much of a big difference in my pores. I remember having a tingly feeling whenever I would use this on my face, and that might just because of like the witch hazel or whatever ingredients are in here. I already forgot. But it's meant to really be like the more natural exfoliating BHAs that are definitely less potent than salicylic acid. I just haven't touched this in so long, I don't really remember anything about it. So would I repurchase and recommend? No, I would not repurchase because I barely use this. And yeah, I just don't think this does anything for doesn't do anything for like big pores or blackheads. But I guess it was nice to try for the gimmick. Next, we got the moisturizer step in my skincare routine, and last year I bought 2 moisturizers and they both happen to be from Isntree. So the first one I'll talk about is this hyaluronic acid aqua gel cream, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but from my view it is pretty much up to only here, and this is a pretty big tube. It's like 100 milliliters, and overall I really like this gel cream because it's a pretty lightweight formula, nothing too heavy. And at the time of buying this, it was almost summer season, so I wanted something that was lightweight to use, and this definitely did deliver when it comes to hydration. I used to use this both during the day and night, but now that I got more moisturizing sunscreens, I pretty much skipped out moisturizer, and so this has pretty much become like a night moisturizer for me. Oh, I'm burping, sorry. So would I repurchase this hyaluronic acid aqua gel cream? The answer would be probably not, and that's not because I didn't like this product. I really like this gel cream. It did what it said it's supposed to do. It's just that I just like trying out new things in my routine. And I just happen to have other lightweight moisturizers in my collection that I should finish up. So after this one, I'll be switching to like the Hamish Matcha moisturizer gel. I would definitely recommend this cream for people who have oily or combination skin, or if you just want something lightweight in your routine. The next Isntree product I have is this, and that is the Green Tea Fresh Emulsion. Okay, gonna be real with you guys, but I did not touch this product at all until only like a few days ago. because I realized that I was gonna do this revisiting of my last haul video, so I decided to finally open this up and try it so I could say something in the video. My main reason for not opening this emulsion product is just because I just didn't know how to incorporate it into my routine, because at the time I just had other moisturizers I was using for my daytime or nighttime. And at the time, I remember when I made the video, I said I wanted to buy this because it was gonna be summer soon and I wanted something lightweight, but then I felt like this one did its job. So then I had nothing else to do with this one. But now that this hyaluronic acid gel cream is running low, that's when I finally decided that it was time to try this one out for like my daytime routine. And let me tell you guys, I really love this product. Like, as you can see here, it is pretty thin when it comes to its consistency because it is an emulsion. They are meant to be a lot more thin and lightweight compared to regular moisturizers. This is a really easy product to use and spread on your face. And I realized after using this for the last 4 days that I definitely preferred this one over the hyaluronic acid gel cream, just because yeah, I do like this one, but it does kind of leave like a really dewy finish on your skin, and this one does not do that as much. So even though this week was the first time I ever used this green tea emulsion, I just really love how it feels like on my face, especially if you have like combination oily skin. You're definitely gonna love this as like a moisturizer in the morning. So would I ever purchase this product? Probably not, just because I just wanted to see how I could incorporate an emulsion into my routine. But it's definitely not something that I would want to keep using forever, you know? As if I would recommend this to people, I would definitely say yes. And like I said, it's really good for people with oily or combination skin types. And as you can see here, it is a product from the green tea line. So if you really heard the really popular Isntree green tea fresh toner, then this is pretty much the same thing, just like in an emulsion form. And it's really good for people because green tea is really good for like providing antioxidants to the skin, and also contains like an anti-sebum P, which is for like sebum control. Overall, really good product. I definitely love using this in the mornings before a sunscreen. The last of my skincare routine when it comes to the daytime would have to be sunscreen. So last year I got these two sunscreens on separate hauls. This Dreamy Soul one I bought because there was like a campaign at the moment that you would get, I think you would get credits if you would send a review. So I pretty much did it for that, and it was pretty cheap at the time, like, I don't know, $7 So I did review it and I did try it, and yeah, I just don't like this one. I think it's a mineral sunscreen because it is pretty thick and it does leave a white cast. So this is definitely not for like the face. So I've used this pretty much for as like a body sunscreen, and it's pretty good for that purpose, I would say. But other than that, I haven't really touched this Jumiso Super Soothing Cica and Aloe sunscreen since my trip to Hawaii. And that's just because this is really not meant for the face because of how thick it is. But moving on to a sunscreen I did like, here is the, if you can guess, it is the super viral, super popular Korean sunscreen, the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice Probiotics SPF 50. So if you're a fan of K-beauty, you don't even need me to explain what this is. It is a super popular sunscreen for a reason because of how moisturizing it feels, and it is pretty easy to blend. Although I do really like the formula of this sunscreen, I haven't really touched it that much just because I found a better one that's easier to use, and that's the one from Skin 1004. I still do use this occasionally though, but I've had to say that this one does take a slightly longer time to blend than the other one I'm using right now. So would I ever purchase this sunscreen from Beauty of Joseon? Probably not, just because I just really wanted to try it because of its virality. And it is still a good sunscreen, don't get me wrong, but I just found like the Skin 1004, it's just like slightly faster to blend in by like a few seconds. So that saves me quite some time in the morning. I would still recommend this sunscreen if you just want to try it out because it's really popular, or you're looking for a moisturizing sunscreen, because for my skin type in the morning, I just like going with toner, a lightweight serum, and then skipping moisturizer and going straight to this sunscreen because it's pretty much enough. I'm not sure if oily skin types would like this sunscreen because it is kind of moisturizing and leaves a dewy finish, but other than that, it's just a really good sunscreen. I know why it's popular now, and I can attest to that. And for the night routine, we have this eye cream from Hamish. I remember I got this as a freebie for spending over a certain amount for, I forgot which order, but I just remember this was a freebie. And this is one of their popular products, and this is the Marine Care eye cream. And yeah, I use this occasionally, and I don't know, it just provides a good moisture level to my eye area at night. I can't really say anything about its benefits or anything. Like my eye circles are still gonna stay the same, and I don't know. It's just a good extra level of hydration for the eye area. I haven't really used this eye cream that much since I first introduced it on my channel, just because I was kind of lazy, I guess, to do it every night. But this is how much I've used, and it's a pretty big dent. It looks like I barely used it though, but that's mostly just because eye creams take a long time to finish. So this will last me for like, I don't know, several years, I feel like. This does kind of have like a heavy fragrance to it, but like once I apply it on my eyes, I can't really smell it, so it doesn't bother me too much. But if you don't like scents, then you should probably stay away from this eye cream. I heard from a different channel that this is a good dupe for the Kiehl's avocado eye cream, which is pretty expensive. So as for if I would repurchase this, no, because this is gonna last me forever and ever. And would I recommend? I don't know, I guess if you want to try an eye cream in your routine, this would be a good place to start. And I don't really know too much about eye creams myself, you know, besides the point. Because I know realistically, like, they're not meant to, like, solve all your problems. So if you just want, like, a extra level of hydration for your thinner eye area, then this is good for that. And it's pretty affordable, too. Oh my god, guys, my head is getting so light from talking so much. So let me just finish this video. Alright, so last for my night routine, I got acne spot treatments. So on my channel, I like buying and trying out different kind of acne treatments and seeing which one best fits my skin. So the first thing I got that was on sale is this CosRX Centella Blemish Cream. Yes, that's right. And let's see how much have I used. This blemish cream is only 30 grams, but I think this will last you for a long time, especially if you don't have too many breakouts. And even for someone like me who has tons of breakouts over here on their chin and on their cheeks like every month, this still has only been like half used. I forgot how long I've been using this for, but I remember I did consistently use this for several months just to see how it would feel, just to see how it would work on my acne. And my final verdict is that this is a pretty okay acne treatment. I just really wanted to try this out because I heard it was a lot gentler than like the really harsh treatments like benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. So after using this blemish cream from CosRX for several months, I did not really see much of a difference because I mainly bought this because it claims to really help with the acne scars you get after a breakout, but I haven't really seen much of a difference when it comes to the scarring if I use like a super harsh treatment like benzoyl peroxide or this one. I want to say that the main difference between those two kind of treatments is that this blemish cream is a lot less drying. It's been quite a while since I've used this, so I think like the pimples I've used this on, they don't really vanish overnight with this blemish cream compared to like benzoyl peroxide, but it's still a more gentle way of treating acne. So when it comes to if I would repurchase this product, I probably wouldn't, just because it does take a long time for this to be used up, even for like chronic acne people like me. But I just feel like this doesn't really do much when it comes to like preventing acne or like preventing the acne scars, which is the main reason why I wanted to buy this. So when I bought this blemish cream, I was hoping that it would really help prevent my breakouts from happening. However, my breakouts are caused by something else entirely different that I cannot control. So even though I was looking forward to using this spot treatment because I heard a lot of good reviews about it, you just have to know that when it comes to spot treatments, everyone's experience is going to be completely different just because everyone has different types of acne. Although I haven't used this blemish cream as consistently as before when I first tried it out, I do reach for this sometimes when I feel like I've kind of overdone it with like the benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid. So I'll have to say that this is a pretty good milder alternative to the really harsh spot treatments for acne you can get in the market. Plus, I usually see this product on sale in Stylekorean most of the time. It's just that for me, with the way my acne behaves, this didn't really do much for like calming down inflammation overnight or like alleviating the scarring. So like I said earlier, everyone's reaction to different types of acne spot treatments is different. So even though this didn't really work that well for me because of the way my acne is like, maybe this is good for you. And like I said many times in my video, I'm gonna start incorporating a retinoid to my routine pretty soon, just because I learned that these milder treatments are really not cutting the case when it comes to my acne. It is just something that is constant on my skin, and it definitely has like a deep-rooted issue somewhere that I can't really pinpoint. So if you're someone who only gets a few pimples here and there, then this CosRX blemish cream might be good for you. But if you're someone like me who gets acne on the regular, then it might be time to finally consider trying out the treatments that are prescribed and recommended by doctors. Alright, and the last product I have to talk about today is this, the Acropass Trouble Cure Microcone patches. Gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't really touched these acne patches in a long time, and that's mostly because I feel like these are reserved for like the really deep or super inflamed pimples, which I mean I do get them, but I just felt like they were really meant for like emergency use. So based on what was left inside the box, I only have 4 pieces left, so that was another reason why I was pretty stingy when it came to using these patches, because this box only comes in 6 pieces. And these microcone patches are not that cheap because I did get this on a sale at the time last year. But if I recall from the last times I've used this, I didn't really see that much of a difference when it came to like the huge zits I used this on. So I guess that's why I didn't use it after that. And just to be honest, I don't really use acne patches that much, even though I have like a lot in my collection. It's just that I only use them for emergencies when like one of my whiteheads explode and then they start to... Okay, that's too graphic. I just only use them when like my whiteheads pretty much like they pop, you know, and then they need some kind of protection. But that's pretty much the only time I ever use acne patches because I mainly just go with a benzoyl peroxide treatment. So that's gonna be a no for repurchasing and a no for recommending, just because I haven't really seen much of a difference when it comes to like this microcone technology. So imagine if you're someone like me with constant acne and these things only come in 6 pieces. Yeah, that's just not feasible in my personal opinion. So you're better off with like a better spot treatment that's a lot more affordable. Ooh, guys, that was a lot to say. Like my head is getting dizzy and my throat is dying because I haven't talked so much in a long time, and that's just because I had so many products to revisit and try on and go through and recommend to you guys. As for my final thoughts, I think that it was really interesting to look back at the big purchases I made last April for the 7th anniversary and seeing how I think of them now since then. As you just saw with my mini reviews of the makeup and skincare I bought last year, some of them have become my absolute staples and some I have just stopped using since then. I had a lot of fun going through all the stuff I bought last year, and I was thinking that going through every single thing I bought would help me know what to buy and what not to buy when it comes to like the upcoming sale this month. For this year's anniversary sale, I'm going to try a little harder to resist the temptation of the sales and promotions that Stylekorean is going to offer, especially now that I have this hindsight of the stuff that I bought from last year. But I don't know if I can guarantee to myself that I'll fully be able to resist, just because I might get baited if my friends want to buy something or if there's like a really good deal. But I don't know, I just don't really see myself buying anything from Stylekorean this month. Even though there are some new stuff that I wouldn't mind trying, but like I said earlier in this video, like I'm gonna have a retinoid routine soon, and I still have a lot of skincare I need to finish up. So compared to last year, I definitely do have a lot more consumer knowledge to prevent me from impulse shopping. And that's all I have to say for this video. I know it's a pretty long one, but it was pretty fun for me, even though like my voice is kind of dying right now. So as always, if you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!